I'm 680 News senior business editor Mike Eppel. A bit more of a pronounced sell-off for stocks today, again on China-U.S. trade relations. At the end of this week, we could see some significant export tariffs slapped on China by the U.S. That's something that U.S. President Donald Trump has been threatening on the what he calls slow pace of the negotiations. Thursday, however, we'll have the top trade official from China in Washington, maybe to get closer to a deal. See how this plays out. Investors showing a lot of nervousness after being sent signals that the talks were going well. And as of Friday last week, we saw many of the benchmarks on Wall Street at all-time record highs. A little concern to start this trading week. One of the big decliners today was Boeing. Got a downgrade by Barclays. Analysts there are worried that even when the 737 MAX jets get recertified and are back in airlines' flight schedules, will passengers balk at flying on those planes? And what does this mean for Boeing's order book? Will airlines start to be hesitant about buying the 737 MAX? Boeing share price down by as much as 3% today. Meantime, WestJet says it has no change in its plans to buy more of those 737 MAX jets. It currently has 13 in its livery, and those planes, of course, are grounded. That didn't hurt WestJet's first quarter earnings. In fact, the company saw a 33% increase in profit to $45 million. Sales up 5.5%. Percentage of seats filled on all of the flights that WestJet had in the first 3 months of this year, 85% of the planes were filled. And the company says it will adjust to using other planes as the 737 MAX remains grounded. Now, WestJet's stock price today had a nice rally. It was up about 4%. Air Canada, meantime, a day after it reported very strong first quarter results, Air Canada shares today hit a record high, north of $36 per share. And over the past year, the stock has gone up by as much as 50%. Vegan meat company Beyond Meat continues to be a beyond belief stock on Wall Street. Share price today hit $80 U.S. It was on May 1st. It debuted at $25, so about a 200% increase over a very short time frame. The company's market value now at $5 billion U.S. as investors seem to think this is the next thing, big thing for the fast food industry, as many companies have signed up for Beyond Meat supply. And finally starting to see a break at the gas pumps. Price overnight expected to drop 2 cents per liter, down to an average of about $1.28. Now, over the past 2 weeks, the price for oil has dropped about 10%. As U.S. oil supply has never been higher, production on a daily basis hitting records, price for oil cooling off, and it takes a long time for those prices at the gas pumps to come down. From the 680 Newsroom, I'm Mike Eppel for City News.